What's going on, Jerome's? So we're back doing another 7-round Vikings mock draft after just the debacle of re-signing Dakota Dozier, missing out on Austin Blythe, and it's really putting the Vikings in a bind where they have to address offensive line early. Now, that's not the worst thing in the world. The Vikings have 10 picks. It's a pretty good offensive line class overall, but so we want to do a simulation where the top 3 offensive linemen are off board. So Penei Sewell is gone. Rashawn Slater is gone. Christian Darrisaw is gone. Sometimes I combine them, say Christian Slater, what up? But no. And look who's still on board. So the Vikings are up at 14. Kyle Pitts is there. Jalen Waddle is there. Micah Parsons is there. No Panther Trey Lance is there. So the Vikings are potentially stuck where they have to take offensive line early and they have to pass on that. And that's not out of the realm of possibility because look who is still on. Well, look who went. Lawrence, Fields, Wilson. Some combination of those 3 jabronis will be in the top 3. Lawrence at 1. Devontae Smith. Oh, Falcons, what's up? Penei Sewell, Slater, Jamar Chase, Patrick Surtain, Mac Jones, Darrisaw, J.C. Horn even went. Joke. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, as well as Caleb Farley off the board. If that back checks out, possibly, right? But so the Vikings up at 14, and the fact that you don't draft again until 78, the fact that you're looking at the specter of Dakota Dozier potentially starting again, you have to take offensive line. So you have to ignore Pitts, you have to ignore Parsons, you have to ignore Waddle, you have to ignore No Pants or Trey Lance. This is what the Vikings striking out in free agency on the offensive line has put them in. This is the bind, right? And sure, maybe they trade for Orlando Brown Jr. I'm not counting it at this point. Plus, I don't know what's up with PFF. They're super down on AVT. Plus, they list him as a tackle, which is a very PFF thing to do. So, yeah, the Vikings, we're going to stick and pick. We are going to take AVT. And, yes, he's going to be a rock star, a left guard, day 1 for the Vikings. But we're always going to go look back on this board. It's like, oh, we could have had Kyle Pitts as he becomes a Hall of Famer. We could have Micah Parsons as he becomes an All-Pro. We could have had Jalen Waddle as he turns into a Pro Bowl returner as well as receiver. Oh, no Pants or Trey Lance? Oh, a quarterback of the future? Yeah, no problem. But just because we don't want to start Dakota Dozier on the offensive line, this is what we have to do. This is what happens when you, a stranger in the, So AVT, welcome to the Vikings. Not that I'm bitter. Again, if it is AVT at 14, I ain't mad. AVT is a freaking stud, but this is not about him. This is about the bind that the Vikings have put themselves in, forcing themselves to draft BPA, forcing themselves to draft for need as opposed to drafting BPA, because drafting for need keeps you drafting for need. So now the Vikings up in 78. All right, so you got offensive line 1, good. And some other, Jabril Cox is there. Would obviously love to take him. Potential eventual replacement for Anthony Barr. Same thing with Jamin Davis, even though Jabril Cox is more of an inside linebacker. But, yeah, wow, they're really high on Josh Palmer, my guy. But Kendrick Green is sitting there chilling. Let's look at the offensive line. Let's go. Interior offensive line. Kendrick Green, Ben Cleveland, Deontay Brown is there. Josh Myers for sure. Cedarius Hutchinson, the massive guard, is there. Brady Christensen, Deontay Smith, who him weighing in at 305 is really big for him. So what do you do in this spot? Well, since we don't want to start Dakota Dozier, we're sort of in a spot where I have to ignore Jabril Cox. Or do we have to? Do we have to? Nah, I'm just going to take him. Well, we'll grab a guard at 90, but we're just illustrating the points that Vikings should and could be freed up to go in a lot of different directions, depending on who's on the board. But in the back of your mind, we need O-line, we're going to get O-line. All right, so Jamin Davis still on board. Oh, Kendrick Green's still there. There you go. Snoochie Boochies. So this actually isn't turning out so bad. Even though, like we said, I mean, the value that was there at 14 is going to haunt you. It is. So we got a guard, we got a linebacker, we got another guard. We still need 3 tech. We still need a wide receiver. Jamin Davis is still there for some reason. I don't know what's going on with this board, man. All right, so what do we want to do? Josh Palmer, I like him a lot. I would not rank him above K. Johnson or Jalen Darden, which is just, or even Simi Faco. Like, what the hell is, or Amari Roth, what the hell? What the hell is going on with his board? Oh, is this being sorted by No, it's not being sorted by ADP. So they can't even blame it on that. Wow, what the hell is going on? So take a look at the board. So you have Jalen Darden there. You have St. Just there, who I like a lot. We want to be in Demetric Felton. Ooh. We want to be in Deontay Smith is there too. Shoot. So we need safety. We need defensive tackle. We need wide receiver. We could triple down on offensive line. I won't be mad at that. So in this spot, I am going to take Jalen Darden. Where are you at? There you go. We got a speedy return guy. Checks 2 boxes. There you go. Now, I really do want Deontay Brown. Yeah, or excuse me, Deontay Smith. I was like, Deontay Brown or Deontay Smith. Could have both of them, but even though they're two polar opposites in terms of scheme fit. But Deontay Smith, super athletic. He actually reminds me of Alex Taylor a little bit heavier though, a little bit shorter. But yeah, I mean, he's got some skills. If you want him as a tackle project as well, yeah, let's do that. So Deontay Smith, come on in. All right, so we got wide receiver, we got tackle. Still need safety, still need defensive tackle, still need some edge help. All right, so Marlon Williams is there for defensive interior. Check the rest of Bobby Brown, I like a lot. We may just take him at 136. Where are we at? Let's glance at edge. Chauncey Golston is there. I might just take, it's a 134 and 143. So I do think that Bobby Brown is in more danger of going. So we'll snag him. And then we'll grab Chauncey Golston. Hopefully he's still there. Or do we grab St. Just? Yeah. St. Just might be too much value. Gillespie's still there too. Simi Faco. Wow. Yeah. Ben St. Just, what up? Got length on the outside. Adding more corners. Of course, Zimmer always gets his way. All right, so remaining. Simi Faco is just there chilling. Safety-wise, well, adding St. Just kills 2 birds with 1 stone because now you're definitely freed up to move a guy. Oh, Paris Ford is still there? But potentially moving a guy to safety. If Paris Ford is still there, edge. Do we miss out on Golston? We probably did. No, Golston's still there chilling. Do we just take him? Hell yeah, we do. Chauncey Golston, in terms of a mid-round lengthy guy, also has size to set the edge. Simi Faco is there. Yeah, I think we might have to do it. Shakur Brown. Oh well. Simi Faco, what's going on? Have 2 picks left. Still haven't really addressed safety, but we'll do that. Hopefully Paris Ford is still there. Even if he isn't, our guy Tariq Thompson's there. All right, so Tariq. Yeah, he left. No big deal. Miss out on Paris Ford. Regrets, I have a few, like missing out on Paris Ford, but that is okay. We still have 1 draft pick left. So what do? Quarterback-wise, Bichelle or Book, meh. Running back, grab Roundtree as a UDFA. Tight end. Trey McKitty's on board? Shoot. Especially with the retirement of Hale Henches. I mean, Vikings should and could be in on a tight end in the draft. So overall, even though I'm extremely upset by how it went down at 14, certainly could have traded down, but you're in a spot where you just had to get offensive line. And just because like PFF is really down on AVT for some reason, giving us a D+, man. I understand it was a bit of a reach, but the specter of starting Dakota Dozier week 1, 2021, no, not going to do it. So I get AVT where... So at 78, we were all dialed in to take offensive line right away, but Drabil Cox was just too much value. Former NDSU linebacker, come in as going to add some nice depth. Eventually, he's going to be a starter for the Vikings. Kendrick Green, who's going to compete for one of the guard spots. So you throw AVT in, he's going to be your starter day 1. And then for the other starting guard spot, you got Kendrick Green, you have Oli Udoh, you have Kyle Hinton, and then hopefully Dakota Dozier doesn't factor in. Hopefully Dennison doesn't just be like, hey, my guy is starting. No, none of that this year. Wide receivers, we got Jalen Darden and Simi Faco. We got speed and we got size and Simi Faco on the outside. Let's go. Plus Darden will moonlight as a return specialist as well. Deontay Smith, the long, light, although he did himself some big favors, checking in at 305 as pro day. Athletic tackle project for the future. Bobby Brown, so we wanted that quick step 3 tech. Bobby Brown ain't that, but he had size, can play some nose tackle as well. Kind of an upgraded Armand for Watts. So there you go. Ben St. Just, a length on the outside at cornerback, also frees up one of the corners currently to potentially move to safety. Patrick Peterson, still looking at you, man. I know you said he ain't moving to safety. Don't care. Tariq Thompson, one of my favorite all-around safeties in the draft. Chauncey Golston, a lengthy edge rushing project for Andre Patterson. Plus that size, could play on the close side of the field if you do want to move Danielle Hunter more to right defensive end. And then Trey McKitty, solid all-around tight end from Georgia. And the Vikings do have a need since Hale Hench is retired. So even though, like I said, I'm extremely upset with what went down at 14. And so let's see what happened there. So we had to stick and pick and take AVT. Waddle was on board. Parsons was on board. Kyle Pitts fell to the Bears, which really pisses me off. No Pants or Trey Lance went to Washington. So, yeah, it's a spot where the Vikings have painted themselves into a corner where they have to take offensive line early, and they may have to pass up on some extremely good BPA. So it be what it be. It's unfortunate, but what can you do? But your thoughts, Vikings mock draft, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.